Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I want to help you start speaking English fluently. You will start speaking English with confidence, and I promise that if you follow these tips for at least 2 months, your English will incredibly improve. Hello guys, my name is Brijesh Yadav, and today I am going to share with you 10 amazing tips for improve your English and start speaking English fluently. So first of all, surround yourself with English is the tip number one. So surround yourself with English. This means immerse yourself in the English speaking environment as much as possible. You can watch movies, listen to music, podcast, reading books in English, reading newspapers in English. The more you surround yourself with English, the faster you start speaking English fluently. If you like watching movies, watch movies with English subtitles, because by doing this you will enjoy the movie as well as you will learn English as well. You have to create very good environment for learning, and you can easily do it just by changing everything in English. And tips number two for you is speak out loud. No matter where you live, you can learn English and you can improve your speaking skills. Please remember this tip. When you immerse yourself in English, your English start to improve and your ability to speak start to improve. I hope that makes sense. So speak out loud is important for you to speak out loud, to practice out loud whenever you can. You can describe your environment, your dream, your daily routine, and your childhood stories, your class stories, your everyday activities. You can describe some situation from your life or just talk to yourself in English. This will help you to feel more comfortable when speaking English. It will help you to make sentences in English and organize your thought in your head. So it does not matter where you are, while you are sitting in your room, in your field, or maybe at any gardens. Think about your activity and describe it. Try to describe it right now. Your goal is to use the language spontaneously and express your own ideas, and it's an amazing tip to start saying whatever you want to say and describing whatever you want to describe in English. So tip number 2, speak out loud. And tip number 3 is start conversation with native speakers. Talk with people who speak English if you don't find native speakers as their native language, as their first language. Have a conversation with them to improve your English. This helps you understand how words are used naturally. Native speakers can help you practice with native speakers. Then they correct your mistakes. When I started learning English, I met many native speakers on Cambly. He was studying English, he was teaching English, and I was interested in learning English. We talked about our interests and hobbies, and I practiced my English, learned new expressions, and gained confidence in speaking. It was a great way to improve my language skill. You can look for English speaker around you, or you can do it online. Join language exchange group and join any good application where you can talk with speakers. Language learning app, you can use learning app, and having conversation when you send voice message is also helpful. Practice with friends, teachers, or people in your community who speaks English. Have conversation with native speakers if you can. And tip number 4, write a journal in English. So write about your day, your thought, or anything you like. It is a cool way to practice writing and express yourself. For example, I love writing things that I am grateful for, try to do the same in English. Describe the things you have done in your past, in your life, using the English language as you do that. And tip number 5 is record yourself. You will improve, plus you can back and see how much your English has improved over time. A few months later, when you read your journal, you will see how your English writing has improved since beginning. So what you have to do to start speaking fluently, you have to focus on writing, and it does not matter if you don't feel ready. If you understand what I am saying right now, that means you are ready. You have everything you need in your brain to speak English fluently. Record yourself speaking and then listen to recording. This is an amazing tip, guys. You can use your smartphone for record yourself. Say whatever you want to say in English. When you listen to yourself speaking, you understand which areas you need to improve. Also, this tip can help you see your progress over time. After a while, when you listen to your recorded video, you will notice how much your speaking English have improved since then. Give it a try and let me know if this tip was helpful. So here is a tip number 6. Be consistent. And it's very common, everybody knows about consistency. So guys, I hope you understand the meaning of consistency, because it is very big and important things for our life. If you want to be a master of any field, first you need to be consistent. If you don't understand what the power of consistency is, the power of consistency is when you practice every day. You practice a little bit every day, speak English a little bit every day, have conversation with someone every day, write something in English a little bit every day. It's called consistency. Do everything every day, whatever you want to do. Even if it's like for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it's okay, that's okay. Just do something every day. And as you do that, you will improve. So tips number 7, listen and imitate native speaker. So if you want to speak English fluently, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you need to imitate them. Pronunciation is very important. I am a non-native English speaker. I grew up in a small town in UP, and I used this tip to improve my English. Okay, I listened, I imitated, listened and imitate native speaker, and you know what happened? I started to speak better and better over time. And you can easily find a lot of native speaker videos, podcasts, and many English speaking videos on native English speakers. You enjoy listening to and imitate them. This tip will help you become more confident, because you will think, hey, I can imitate that person, and repeat after them, so that I know that I am doing it just like a native speaker would be doing it. Okay, so I am on the right track. That's what I want to sound like. Tip number 8. Tip number 8 is that learn at least 10 vocabularies every day, because without enough vocabulary you will get stuck in English conversation, and sometimes it feels very difficult to remember vocabulary. So pick up some difficult vocabulary if you read any books or news, and make sentence with that vocabulary. That's how your English will become so fluent. And tips number 9, start translation every day, because if you keep translating sentences, your mind become habitual to do that. So if you gonna speak English, you can easily make sentences in your mind if you translate every day. And I think that without translation, word does not come into our mouth, in our mind, because I have realized that personally. And last tip number 10 is for being fluent in English. Speak whatever you want to speak. Like many times I have seen many people that they know how to speak English, but they don't start their conversation. And I think you should start whatever you want to speak, whatever you can speak. you have to start from zero, because if you just keep thinking and if you don't speak English, then I think you can't become fluent in this language. So I think don't hesitate much and don't think much about people, about society, about friends. You have to speak whatever you can speak. And many times I saw that lots of my friends and people, they know how to speak but they don't start, and it's a very big problem for that. And many times I have made him understand that you should start speaking in first conversation. You must make mistakes, but making mistakes, it's not big deal, but don't repeat again and again, and that's how you will become so fluent. So thanks a lot guys